Continuing on with our Blaze King blue collar videos, here we have a catalytic thermometer that sits in the top of most Blaze King wood heaters. The exception being, of course, the insert models of the Ashford 25 and Sirocco 25. This thermometer has a shield around it right here. And the reason for the shield is directly beneath this is a bimetallic coil spring. So under this face is a bimetallic coil spring. This sits like this in the top of your stove, and air blowing this direction hits that spring and gives a false reading. So we've had this custom shield made to go around it to deflect the air around that spring. However, we still recommend that folks using Blaze King stoves make sure that they occasionally check their cat thermometer temperature, but remember to turn their fans off for at least 4 or 5 minutes before taking that reading. So that'll give you the most accurate reading. The second question asked is, how do I adjust the position of this face to the red indicator? Because at times this can get bent or damaged in shipping or what have you. So one way to do that is to obtain simply something like an 8mm box wrench, place it over this nut, loosen it slightly, like a quarter of a turn, and then you can turn the face to align to the needle. Typically, we want the alignment on this cat thermometer to point right at the bottom of the inactive zone. Sometimes they'll come out down here, and sometimes they'll come up to the first tick. But for this particular version, we want it pointed right there. So that's how you adjust that. And then you hold the face down with your thumb, apply the 8mm wrench, tighten the nut, and there you have it. It's calibrated directly where you want it. Now, on the older ones without the shield, typically there's a nut on this bottom side as well, and I believe it's 5/64. You would loosen that up just slightly again, and then you would adjust the face there as opposed to this design. And that's the older models. The older models do not have this shield on them. So that's the only time you would have the nut on the bottom, is the older design without the shield. All right, that's the end of this blue collar video from Blaze King.